Okay, after further investigation, this was a customer who called us saying that they believe they got some leaking coming in at their exterior wall, which is another 5 inches behind that shutter, and they're suspect of the gutter helmet, which I come up here and inspect. The gutter helmet has got our screws with butyl tape between the screws and the roof, and they're sealed off good. That's what the shingle and the helmet manufacturers want to see. So the water comes off here. If it hits these screws, it cannot trail back underneath the screws into the roof. More importantly, that inside wall is up here. That inside wall is this far up. So you got your 12-inch overhang, which the end of your 12-inch overhang is here. You got a 5-inch wall, so your wall's right here. I lifted up a couple of the shingles here, and I looked at this, and this is what I'm seeing all over the industry. Here's your seam of your shingles. There's a nail right there. There is a nail right there. It's not set flat, so it's cocked a little bit, so there's an opening for that water that comes in between the seam of these shingles down into the nail. I go over 36 inches to the next shingle, and there's one right under there that is only an inch, 3/4 of an inch to an inch away from this seam. From the seam of the shingle. So when the water comes in and fans out, it finds its way through those nails. And it's not a lot, but every rainfall it gets worse and worse and worse, and once you get a winter or two in here, it really breaks down a lot. And it'll rust those nails out. There's this concaveness here that's still not beyond into the interior wall. The interior wall is almost exactly where this course stops right here. That's where the interior wall is. So if the helmet was a problem and water was coming in through here, that means it would have to go down into the soffit, go through the wall, climb up over all the J-channel and the ceiling, through the wall without falling off, and or without falling out and then show up on the inside. Physics won't allow that. So there is one nail pop right here also in the shingles. The nail's pulling up. So I gotta let the customer know, and I'll gladly post this video and let him send it to his roofer, and also hopefully his roofer does not put a ladder up against our gutter helmet, because they will break it. They could also do with some caulking along that window. So that J-channel along that window should be caulked, because any water that comes down that window can go behind that flashing point and ride underneath these shingles and become a problem. They did soldier course these architectural shingles also. So there's a remedy to doing this, but it takes a little bit of time without having to take this roof off.